I'll probably regret this, but and any sensible person wouldn't do this, and I am a sensible person. I know what I'm doing, and I apologise to any of my subscribers who are here for French content about France, la la la. But this is slightly different, and I feel there's something I want to say, and it's to a group of people. You know who you are. I walked among you yesterday, stupidly, really stupidly, and I made a post supporting another person's viewpoint, and made some comments about group dynamics and looked at parallels between the forum and the kitchen at the chateau, and looked away for sort of went off and did something else for 10 minutes, came back, and my post had been immediately moderated and had disappeared, and I had to, in order for me to carry on using the forum, I needed to click on a green button that said that, oh, I'm really sorry, I understand why I've been moderated, and I didn't understand why I'd been moderated. I couldn't for the life of me think what I'd done to get moderated. So I clicked on the green button, and then another button came up and said something like, I agree that I won't bitch about the mods. That there wasn't another choice. There was no choice about, well, I don't really agree, or I don't really understand what's going on, or what the fuck's wrong. You know, what did I say that was so bad compared to what other people have said? There wasn't an answer. There wasn't a choice of that. It was sort of in a catch-22 situation. So I clicked on the button, and I logged out, and I thought, oh fuck it, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? But I just got really, I think I'd got incensed by several people saying, oh, you know, we welcome new people. And I'm thinking, no, you fucking don't. You jump on new people, which is what they were talking about. They were talking about that somebody had been bullied in the kitchen or something at the chateau, or jumped on in, you know, and it was somebody who'd only just got there, you know. So, and I talked about what happens when you walk into a group, you know, about group dynamics, about forming, storming, norming, performing, and stuff like that, and thinking this is just a parallel. You're doing it here. It's just the same. But I couldn't say that. You mustn't say that. Apparently it was off topic, and I was thinking, but I didn't. I mentioned the kitchen. I mentioned the chateau. How was that off topic? Anyway, so I carried on reading today because I can read without being logged in, and it goes on and on and on, and still people are having a go at someone else that joined recently, and had some stuff to say that they didn't agree with, and you know, and she has appeared to disappear, and somebody saying, why did you get so stroppy? It's like, well, she was jumped on for daring to have an opinion, for daring to say anything. I think probably what you're meant to do is you're meant to go along and say, oh, hello, I'm a new person, and tell them all about yourself, and say how interested you are, and all of that stuff, and not everybody does that. I don't. Well, you know, I'm too being honest. So anyway, I did that, and I shall carry on looking, but I'm certainly not logging in, and I'm certainly not going to post, because anything I've got to say is going to get moderated. And what's interesting is I can say it here. You can't moderate me here. You can try. Maybe you can. I don't know. You think that you can report posts and help. I won't mention his name because he doesn't need you to fucking rescue him. He's an adult, for fuck's sake. I spoke about misogyny. I spoke about that. I spoke about, you know, that it seems that many of the posters have it in for the female part of a relationship, like the female's got her claws out, or the female is the baddie, and the poor man has been captured by the female, which is, oh my god, that is just so old-fashioned. And none of them actually know how these people feel. None of them know what the true feelings are of these people for each other. None of them. But they can continually pontificate about it, and eventually create these myths, and then the myths become the truth, and then, you know, it's such an institution. It's a bit like a cult. It's a bit like a cult. It's an institution, and it's not a pleasant place to be. So it's probably just as well I got moderated. But they're all sitting behind anonymous names and pictures, so nobody's there with their real name. A lot of people do that on forums, and you know, that's fine. That's fine. You know, if you're on a forum and you want to maintain your, I can't say that word. Tried to say it the other day, didn't I? Anonymity. No, I can't say it. But you know, that's fine. But I'm not doing that here. This is me. I am here, and this is what I think. And I'm not hiding behind a picture of, oh, I don't know. I'm not going to say that because that says too much. But, you know, I'm not hiding behind a photo of someone else. I'm not hiding behind a name that makes no sense to anybody. And these people are hiding behind their forum personas, attempting to destroy people's lives. Because I did see something, not under these Chateau threads, but I saw something some months back now on the news of a woman whose life had just been pulled apart by this gossip. It's not I mean, there are forums. It's called Gossip Something Else. And I also noticed when I was looking yesterday that there are several threads. I haven't counted them, but several threads about Jack Monroe. You know, and also gets pulled apart by people. And, you know, I hope, and I haven't looked, but I hope that there's some threads about Haiti Copkins. She needs to be pulled apart. You know, that would be fine. But yeah. So anyway, I've done it now. I've said what I needed to say. Don't for 1 minute believe that you welcome newbies. You only welcome newbies if they're saying the things you want to hear. And that's the really important bit. You know, they're saying what you want them to hear. And if somebody says something you don't want to hear, something else happens. And I don't know how I suddenly got so quickly moderated. It was really quick. And I can only imagine somebody reported my post, which was very, very cowardly to report a post because you didn't like it. You didn't like what I was telling you. But please look in the mirror and see what you're doing and see what you're saying about people. I don't disagree with many of the things that you say about the Chateau and about Stephanie and about Philip and all of that. I don't disagree with any of that, as you know. But you're picking it apart to the nth degree, and I don't know. What would you? I suppose what I want to say to you is what would you feel? What would you feel if somebody did that to you? Because, you know, we're all human. So if you get picked apart like that, what would come up? What would we discover about you that's not as good as it looks on the outside? You know, if you picked me apart, what would you find that's not so good on the inside? I'm sure you will pick me apart, and I don't care. And yeah, I won't be coming. I'm going to carry on reading because I can carry on reading. And actually, I've worked out if I'm not logged in, and if I don't disable my ad blocker, the site can do nothing about it, and I'm not covered in ads, so I can read easily. I don't really want to reply. Well, I don't really want to reply because look what happened yesterday. So yes, sorry to my subscribers that aren't here for that reason. And thank you for listening, and I'm pleased that I've put my opinion out there, and let's see who moderates it. I don't think it can be moderated. Bon après-midi.